Each week in Arkansas, 109 babies are born without adequate prenatal care. 6 of those babies die before they reach their first birthday. 123 babies are born to teenage mothers each week, and about half of all pregnancies in Arkansas are unexpected. Many of these mothers experience stress and depression because of a lack of basic resources. Substance abuse, disease, unemployment, and a lack of emotional support are all risk factors for these women and their children. There is a solution. Watershed Arkansas Birthing Project.
If we can get more people, even single parents, into the workforce, teach them how to do things, teach them how to better themselves and how to present themselves in certain situations and in the workplace. I really think Arkansas can benefit from that by having less people on welfare or less people depending on the government and actually contributing to the economy and the workforce and things like that. So I think it'll be really good for it.
The program is very important for Hispanic mothers because they can get a lot of information and they can educate very well their children, and there are a lot of resources that they can help with.
I think that it is important for Arkansas and for other states as well because it provides women with the opportunity to bond with other women in a very interesting experience. It also provides the opportunity to learn about a stage that in the future might be useful for somebody that is thinking of becoming a mother, or somebody that is already a mother can provide useful advice and counseling to other people as well.
During that stage, you have a lot of distractions, and people kind of look at you negatively during that time, so you need some support.
This program is very important because we want to get a message out to people. If you need help, we can help you, and we will help you.
During the spring of 1999, the Watershed Human and Community Development Agency partnered with Birthing Project USA to plant seeds of hope for at-risk pregnant women. Their vision: healthier babies, empowered mothers, and better communities. Community volunteers, called Sister Friends, provide practical support, access to prenatal care, education, and career planning. The primary focus of the program is obtaining and understanding the resources necessary to maintain health, prevent unplanned pregnancies, and make good life choices.
The most I appreciate about my sister friend, she was very understanding and caring, and she was there for me a lot through my whole pregnancy and the whole time that I was in labor.
The thing I enjoyed the most about Marilyn being my sister friend was she was very supportive, she was easy to talk to, and I could relate to her very well.
At the time, I was going through a really rough period in my life. I had just lost my husband and I was pregnant and I had 2 children. I just moved to Arkansas and I really, I felt like I needed some friends. I didn't know anybody, so I felt like, it would be a good opportunity for me to meet some new people, some positive people that could help get me going in the right direction.
Me han ayudado, para mí lo agradezco porque me han ayudado suficiente el programa y como Luz y Daniel también me ha ayudado bastante.
I had a lot of struggles and having to think about and deal with different problems being a teenage parent. I was 17 when I was pregnant, 18 when I had them. I was able to overcome a lot of those, but it took a lot of thinking and working and praying to get over those obstacles. And I wish that some things, if I had someone to tell me then what I know now, things would have been a lot easier. So if I could tell someone else what I know now at their then point, then I think it would be a lot simpler for them and they maybe can understand coming from someone that has been there and done that.
I got pregnant as a teen, and once I grew up, I decided that I wanted to actually do something with teen pregnancies. Well, I never got around to it. And one day I was on my way back to Little Rock and I heard the advertisement for a sister friend. And I said, well, Lord, I've been wanting to do something and this sounds so interesting that I think I'll just do that. And And that's what I did, because it's just something that everybody needs to get involved with. We all need somebody at some point in time, especially if we're pregnant. And I just think it's a good thing to do.
I decided to become a sister friend because I've just always felt like that when babies are born, it's not really their fault how they get here, and that they deserve the best chance that they can have starting out. And whenever the mom does everything she can do, then it makes the babies just have a better start in life.
I decided to become one after Zenobia Harris. You know, she was the area manager for Old Area 8, and she had talked about the project that they were getting started. And she said, Elizabeth, would you mind mentoring a teenager, a pregnant mom? And I thought, oh, that's a good idea. That way I could be a support piece to that person, you know, and just help that person, but still yet not take the place of the mother. You see what I mean? So in essence, it was just kind of to help me feel like I was giving something back, you know, to make sure, since I'm in health, to make sure that they kept their appointments and that type of thing. So it's really to try to give something back, just to be a support piece.
Well, I was fortunate enough to attend the Campaign for Healthier Babies luncheon in April of 1999. And the guest speaker was Kathryn Hall, who had established the Birthing Project, a thing called the Birthing Project in Sacramento, about 10 years before, and was talking about the successes that they had achieved and the influences they'd had on young women who had had babies and had gone on to achieve really nice things in their lives. And I just knew that was something we needed here in Little Rock.
I enjoy being with my little sister. When we help each other, you know, and I help her with her son, and I enjoy when I saw that she cared about her child, and she had the willing to learn and to know more things.
One of the things I enjoyed about one of my little sisters was she had her head on straight. She knew exactly what she wanted to do, and she was actually following that path.
I felt like she would make a good parent. And one of the reasons I felt like that is because of the bonding that took place, you know, with her, and also even with the baby before the baby was even born. And I felt like Peggy would be someone who would be able to nurture, especially with some guidance.
Oh, I hope that she is happy. I hope that her baby is strong and healthy. And I hope that her older girl, Anna, is also a healthy, lovely little girl, as she's always been. And I wish her all the joys that and the dreams, that her dreams come true for her children.
I hope that she has a wonderful marriage and can establish a better family relationship than what she had before.
Hopefully in the future I see myself and my kids you know, steadily moving towards moving forward in life. In a few years they'll all be in school, and hopefully they'll be in school and doing well. Hopefully in a few years I'll be out of college, hopefully with a degree in hopefully psychology and doing well in that.
I plan to go back to school in order to further my education so I can get a job to support my family so that we will have that life that I want for us.
You can accomplish anything you put your mind to, and don't allow anybody else to tell you differently. Regardless of when you have a child, yes, it may change some of your opportunities, but it doesn't mean you don't have access to opportunity. With determination and hard work, you can still accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish.
Que busquen el programa que tiene Sandra para que les ayuden a lo que a mí me ayudaron en lo del, ¿cómo se llama? Sobre las cosas de mis hijos, sobre ropa, pañales y todo. Que busquen el programa que tiene Sandra.
I would suggest that they sit down and take a realistic look at their lives, try to sort out the problems that they have and work on ways of correcting them. I would suggest that they surround themselves with positive people who understand them and who can help them move forward.
There's consequences for the choices that you make, and that's not always a negative thing, but that's a positive thing if you take it in a positive light. And I always told my girls when they were growing up and tell them now that when you have hard times that you can get through that because you know that they're always temporary, and that the good times are always temporary too, and you need to take advantage of those and really appreciate them and just make the best of what the situation is.
I would tell them to follow their dreams because nothing is impossible. You put God first and God will make sure that you will capture your dream.
The Watershed Arkansas Birthing Project is committed to fighting the problems faced by at-risk pregnant women. The Watershed Agency has a history of providing crisis intervention to individuals and families for over 26 years. We move forward with all diligence to create a significant resource for pregnant teens and women in Arkansas.
I would say to anybody that wants to reach a goal that you set for yourself, to continue to do the things to get yourself ready. That might mean you have to kind of relook at some priorities in your life. If you have children especially, they certainly need to be your top priority. But if you have dreams, don't be afraid to dream them, and don't be afraid to do the things you've got to do to achieve them, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
Coming from a spiritual background, first of all, I tell them that all things are possible with God in their life, and He can be the strength and help them overcome all the odds. But I'd also tell them to be more practical with their dreams and make preliminary goals and try and stick to the preliminary steps in terms of reaching their dreams. And I think that things would work out wonderful with those two things in mind.
With God as the head of your life, you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. Never let anyone tell you that you can't, because when man says you can't, God says you can, and He's always there with you. So whatever your dream is, keep on striving to meet it.